Hello boys and girls. So we have another episode of Tech Talk. Now, today we're going to be talking about Novitec sports springs. To my right, we have a Ferrari 488 Pista. We also have a 488 GTB standard as well. And so both of those cars are getting the Novitec sports springs. Now you'll see us mention Novitec sports springs a lot on this channel, and the reason why is because they are basically the #1 spring supplier for cars and supercars like the Ferraris, like the Lamborghinis. They do some for McLaren as well. And so the reason why they're so popular and the reason why they're one of the #1 spring suppliers for these supercars is because when you lower a car, you're doing it for the main purpose of it looking good. But you also do not want to lose the ride comfortability that comes with the springs. And Novitec does a really good job of developing a spring with the proper spring rate so that the car, like the 488s, look lower, they look better, but they also maintain the Ferrari ride quality. Of course, these cars are not Cadillacs or Mercedes or anything like that, but this does a really good job of not making it unusable. So what we have here is basically what the setup would be on the 488. So hopefully I could balance it out here. So basically it would go in like this. Excuse me. I don't know if that's right. It looks something like this though. And so what this bottom portion does, this is what's really gonna help maintain the ride comfortability. Because if you just have a smaller shock, a smaller spring like this, where it's just less travel, that's when you start getting into that madness of a bumpy ride. So of course you have the Novitec markings here with the part numbers so that you know it's authentic. This works in conjunction with the cars that have the front end lift. So if your Ferrari has the front end lift, where it gives you those extra amount of inches of travel upward over a speed bump or any rough roads, this plugs right in with it. So there's no changes that have to be made. These are just the replacements of the factory springs. Now, those cars can be adjusted ride height from factory, but we start getting into those problems that I mentioned earlier, where the height won't be as low as what you're looking for, and the ride quality will suffer a lot. So the car will be very bouncy. So again, Novitec does a very good job of research and development for all of the supercars that they offer the sports springs for. I also believe that they offer a hydraulic front lift system if your car is not equipped with it from factory. I have to double check that. I know that they've offered it in the past. I have to see if they're offering it for the F8 and the 488. But if your car did not come with that system as a factory option, you have that choice as well from Novitec. So we've done, as I mentioned, a bunch of Novitec sports springs. 2 of the cars in-house right now are getting that. So it's gonna look very nice. The customers are gonna be extremely happy with the drive. And again, do not forget, they are adjustable. So a lot of people will see the cars that we do, they say it's too low. That was the choice of the customer. The ride quality does not suffer, so you can have it very low for places that have very good roads, and then you can have it, moderately higher for places like New York and whatnot that are notorious for having the bad roads. So hopefully this gives you a little bit more insight on why we do so much Novitec sports springs, and catch you on the next one. Thanks so much.